subject science of 7th standard NCERT syllabus. Today we have to learn about chapter number 4. The name of the chapter is heat. In the last lecture you studied about the various fibers, that is animal fibers, wool and silk. When we wear woolen clothes, yes, you are right. We generally wear woolen clothes in the winter when it is very cold, right? So, woolen clothes give us warmth, okay? And in summer, we are generally wearing the cotton clothes. Why? Yes, because in summer there is very hot and we feel hot, right? So, if we wear the cotton clothes, then this cotton clothes can absorb the perspiration which we feel, right? Okay. So, today in this chapter we have to learn about the hotness and coldness. When we can say that it is very much hot, or when we can say that it is very cold. Okay, so we have to study about this topic in this chapter. But before we start to study about this chapter, let me tell you to do one activity. What you have to do? You have to take 3 beakers or 3 bowls. Okay? Then what you have to do? You have to take, in one bowl you have to take hot water, in another bowl you have to take cold water, and in third bowl you have to take tap water, which is neither hot nor cold. Okay, hot water must be the warm water, means in which you can keep your hand. Okay, so by taking these 3 bowls or 3 beakers, what you have to do? You have to keep your right hand in bowl number 1 or A. Okay, then what you have to do? After 2 minutes you have to take out that hand and you have to keep it in tap water. Okay, that is bowl C. Now what do you feel? Yes, you say that ma'am, this water is hot and this is cold water, right? Okay. Now what you have to do? You have to take your left hand and you have to keep in cold water for 2 minutes. After 2 minutes you have to take your hand back and then you have to keep it in tap water, okay, for another 2 minutes. So what you feel? You will say that ma'am, this is cold water and this is hot water. Oh my God, how this happens? First you say that this is hot water and this is cold water. Now you are saying this is cold water and this is hot water. So how is it possible? Yes. So this is happening to you because we cannot measure the temperature of any body just by touching it. Okay. Whenever we have to measure or whenever we have to say the particular thing is hot or cold, we must have to compare. Here what we are doing? We are comparing 2 bowls. That in comparison of bowl A, the bowl C is having cold water. And in comparison with bowl B, the bowl C is having hot water. So, to know whether the object is hot or cold, we must have to compare the other object with it. So this is how we can compare the hotness of an object. But can we measure the hotness of an object by only touching it? Obviously not. We cannot touch each and every object, right? So for that we have to measure the temperature of that particular object, right? So temperature is nothing but the measure of the degree of hotness of an object. So what we are doing here? We are just measuring the degree of hotness, means how much any object is hot or cold, right? So this is the definition of temperature. The measure of the degree of hotness of an object is known as temperature. Now if we want to measure the temperature, how can we measure it? I told you that by touching we cannot measure the temperature. So for that we have a particular device known as thermometer. You all have seen the thermometer, right? So thermometer is the instrument which we are using to measure the temperature, right? Now two types of thermometers are available to measure the temperature. One, that is clinical thermometer, and second, that is laboratory thermometer. So what is the difference between these two is mainly clinical thermometer is used to measure the body temperature, right? While the laboratory thermometer is generally used to measure the temperature of any object or any liquid when we are doing the different experiments in the laboratories. So let's study in detail the two types of thermometers, a clinical thermometer and a laboratory thermometer. First, clinical thermometer. It is used to measure the temperature of our body. Okay, as I told you before that clinic means yes, where we can find the doctors, right? So on the name of it, clinical thermometer is generally used to measure the temperature of human body. Okay, it consists of a long, narrow, uniform glass tube. So we can say that a thermometer is made up of glass, right? So it is having a long, narrow and uniform glass tube. Uniform means it is not thick at some point and not thin at other point. It is uniform. The thickness of it is same. It has a bulb at one end. This bulb is not like the bulb which gives light, right? But here the bulb is having the mercury inside it, okay, which measures the temperature of human body. Okay, so it has a bulb at one end which contains mercury. Now you might have a question that, ma'am, what is mercury? So mercury is nothing but a metal which is in the liquid state. Okay, generally all the metals, say for example iron, aluminium, steel, all these metals are in the solid forms. But only mercury is the metal which is there in the liquid form. And this mercury is present in our clinical thermometer inside the bulb. Right? Now, we have to measure the temperature. Then we must have a unit to measure it. Means whenever we are measuring the temperature, Okay, it is measured in the unit known as degree Celsius or degree Celsius. Okay, it is denoted by degree C, right? So this is known as the unit of measurement of temperature. As we have to measure the length, how we can measure the length? Yes, that is in centimeter, in meter, in kilometers. So unit of length is either centimeter or meter or kilometer. Like that only the unit of temperature is degree Celsius. So degree Celsius is written on the clinical thermometer, right? Now, what is the range of clinical thermometer? Means how much it can read from what degree Celsius to what degree Celsius. Can we use it from 0 degree Celsius to 100 degree Celsius? No. Clinical thermometer reads the temperature from 35 degree Celsius to 42 degree Celsius, right? It can only measure the temperature between this, that is 35 degree Celsius to 42 degree Celsius. So whenever we speak the temperature of any object or any body, we must have to speak degree Celsius after it. That is 35 degree Celsius or 42 degree Celsius, like that. Right? So it can reach the temperature from 35 to 42 degree Celsius. Now I have a question in my mind. How only 35 degree Celsius to 42 degree Celsius? Because the normal temperature of any human body is 37 degree Celsius. You can see here the normal body temperature of human being is 37 degree Celsius. So it comes in between the 35 and 42, right? So the normal body temperature of human never goes down below the 35 degree Celsius and never goes up after 42 degree Celsius, right? Means the temperature of human body remains in between 35 degree to 42 degree. Now you might have a question in your mind, then ma'am, if we have a fever, then what happens? Does it go more than 42 degree Celsius? No, it cannot go more than 42 degree Celsius. Okay, normal temperature is 37, but if it increases to 38 or 39, then we have a fever. We can say that, right? So this is about the clinical thermometer. Okay, in the next lecture we have to study about what care should be taken to use the clinical thermometer and how can we read the temperature by using the clinical thermometer. And we are also going to learn about the another type of thermometer, that is laboratory thermometer. So we can easily get the difference between these two, that is clinical and laboratory thermometer. Till that, be at home, be safe. Thank you.